I was right.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. Call InventHelp today.
To get your free inventor's information, call 1-800-352-1609. That's 1-800-352-1609.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement, and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method, and to get your free report, go to 52security.com. That's the number 52security.com. 52security.com. Go to 52security.com.
Hurt or injured in a car accident? It can be hard to take the proper legal action after a car accident, but waiting can cost you more. The law requires car accident victims to assert claims promptly. You could lose out by simply waiting. Call 800-709-4667 right now to see what your claim could be worth when handled by a skilled attorney. With a lawyer fighting and speaking up for you, you could be entitled to a big cash award. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Now it's fast and easy to connect with the legal help you need after your car accident. Call 800-709-4667. The call is free, but you need to act now before time runs out on your claim. You need a lawyer to fight for you, protect you, and get you the compensation you need and deserve. Time's wasting. Call 800-709-4667. That's 800-709-4667. Call now.
I considered suicide so I wouldn't put my family through all the pain.
Many of our warriors are returning home from the battlefield, only to face a new war as they struggle with devastating injuries. At Wounded Warrior Project, we understand. We're there to help.
Even though you think you're broken, you're not. It's the physical and the emotional healing that Wounded Warrior Project provides.
With a gift of just $19 a month, you can join Wounded Warrior Project. You'll help provide critically needed programs and services that rebuild lives.
Beautiful. There you go, buddy.
The ongoing needs of our wounded and their families will continue for many years to come. Now is the time to show your support. Call now or go online with your gift of just $19 a month, and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
It made me feel that there's people out there that care about us.
After this event, we can finally maybe start to heal as a family and move forward.
We need your help. The families are hurting.
For many of our wounded heroes, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. That's why your gift of just $19 a month is so important. Please call or go online right now.
You shouldn't have to pay to talk to the people closest to you, or the people who used to be. That's why Umbrella Wireless is proud to announce the new Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan. Now you'll get unlimited calls to your best buddy, your mom, or Cindy, once she realizes that you're seriously meant for each other and should stop screening your calls. Now the 30 minutes of agonizing silence where you're both afraid to hang up may drain your battery, but it won't drain your wallet. And you'll get unlimited calls just to check if she still cares enough to pick up, with no extra charges. With the Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend plan, your phone will automatically answer calls from your ex, because maybe she finally realizes that you're the only one for her and wants to get coffee sometime. Now, after lonely nights of looking at pictures of the road trip you took together when everything was great, your misspelled texts are absolutely free. The only thing you have to pay for is the booze. The Friends, Family, and Recent Ex-Girlfriend Plan. Because she wants you back. She just doesn't know it yet.
You know, folks, I'm going to stick on this story for a while, and I'm not going to let it go. Simply because this is really too important to not pay attention to, because for whatever reason, the mainstream media is not paying enough attention to this, and it's only coming to light because of all the attention that is being paid to Scott Walker and his potential bid for the presidency coming up. Otherwise, you know, we might not really know about this stuff. And I'm telling you, liberal and conservative alike needs to stand up against this stuff. You need to know your rights and know that this is an unconstitutional law. I don't care what state institutes it. The Constitution clearly states that the government has no right to do that. And it is clearly written in the law of the Constitution to prevent just exactly this. Now, for all you anti-gun nuts out there, let me bring your attention to this. If the state of Wisconsin thinks they can get away with an anti-constitutional law and deny you your rights by busting in your house and not giving you the reason and arresting or confiscating your possessions without telling you why and without charging you anything and without ever returning them, what makes you think that they're going to be so benevolent when they take your guns away? This type of action is only going to increase. This is clearly and strictly unconstitutional. There is no two ways about it. Here, let me give you another example. It's called politicized prosecution, and it's run amok in Wisconsin. Now, if you think that, you know, a state's going to go, liberals are going to go nuts over a governor, what happens if we actually happen to elect a real constitutional-loving conservative president? What the hell do you think that all these liberals are going to do? They are going to lose their freaking minds all across the country. They're already losing their minds. They're already pulling out their hair. They're trying to pull out the stops already. We're not even in the heat of the political campaign season yet. And they're already trying to pull out every possible single stop that they can possibly pull out. I mean, they're going back in their playbook and they're trying to throw out every single page that they can possibly think of that is related to this current campaign. And it hasn't even gotten started yet. Why? Because they're running scared. They are scared to death that they are going to lose even more power. That's all this is about, folks. Power. Simple. It's about power and money. They don't want the right side of the political aisle to have the power or the money. Oh, it's bad for a rich person if they're a Republican. Oh, yeah, you rich person, you're just evil, mean. But if you're on the left, oh, no, rich person, good. You're an angel. Even if you don't give a dime to liberal causes, you're still an angel. And we know a lot of liberals do not give to liberal causes because we know by poll after poll and study after study and even government statistics from the IRS that those who give the most tend to be conservative or on the right side of the political aisle. Those who give the least tend to be on the left side of the political aisle. Again, those are stats that even the government confirm, IRS confirms. You can't deny them. You can't. I mean, what was the first year as vice president? What, Biden gave less than $100? The chair. I mean, I think he and Obama were shamed into giving more because they didn't. Don't tell me that they freely give. No, they do it just so they can keep the hounds off of them. Liberals want to do good, yes, so they say, but they want to do good with your money, not with their own. And liberals want to have laws that do not benefit everybody concerned. They want laws that will benefit them. Which is why that's why they end up being so hypocritical. Hypocritical in the sense, and I'm going to move away from this just for a second. Okay, it's not okay for a Christian, God-believing, God-fearing Christian business owner to reject the business of a homosexual. Oh, no, that's not okay in their book. But it is perfectly okay for a gay business owner to reject the business of somebody who's straight who wants to be anti-gay. Now, I have asked this question personally. Okay, let's just say, you want to go into a Christian-owned T-shirt shop and you want to say, I'm proud, or I'm out, I'm loud, and I'm proud, in the rainbow colors and the homosexual design. And you go into a Christian T-shirt shop and you want them to make 5,000 of these, and they refuse. Do you think they should be forced to make the T-shirt for you? The answer from gays is almost always yes. Okay, flip it. You're now the T-shirt shop owner. A Muslim wants to come in, stating that he's a true and diehard Islamist, and he wants to say that homosexuality is infidel. Infidels must die. So in other words, a T-shirt saying that gays must die. Would you refuse him? Well, yes. They almost always say, yes, I would refuse him. Well, you just said that you wouldn't allow the Christian to refuse you, but you're going to refuse an Islamist. A little bit hypocritical, don't you think? Hell, it's not a little, it's a lot. See, it's different when everything gets flipped. And let me tell you something. If the liberals think, and some of them realize this, that if they can do this to conservatives, what makes them think that they're not going to end up being on the wrong side of the law at some point, or a thought at some point? They know that they possibly could be and would be. Hey, wouldn't it be just, tit for tat? Wouldn't it be fair that if these liberals are going after Scott Walker supporters, wouldn't it be fair for some conservative to decide, well, you know what? We're going to get back at these liberals. We're going to do the same thing. Hey, we're going to go after these Wisconsin Hillary supporters. Why not? Hell, we know that there's a bunch of questionable stuff surrounding Bill and Hillary's money and finances. There was no real question around Scott Walker and his campaign, but hey, we know that there's lots of questions behind Bill and Hillary, even going back into Bill's days in the White House. So I think it would be, more logical for a conservative prosecutor to find a corrupt conservative judge and to gather a bunch of conservative cops. I don't even think the cops really need to be conservative, to go bust in some liberal's house and do exactly the same thing. Frankly, some liberals like National Review get that picture. They fully understand that it could be turned on them tomorrow for no reason. It's just a plain bad law, bad idea, and it is exactly why the founding fathers framed the Constitution the way they did. Now, let me ask you people who do not like the Constitution, do you think that the Constitution now is outdated? Do you think it's outdated now? Politicize a prosecution run amok in Wisconsin. Here's a story. The so-called John Doe investigations into Governor Scott Walker and conservative groups in Wisconsin have been on an ongoing travesty. This is National Review again saying this. An ongoing travesty that now that Scott Walker's entering the presidential stage should be considered a national disgrace. Now, this is almost the same thing as Obama's IRS looking into potential new conservative nonprofits and denying them nonprofit status. Do you see how this is going, how this already went national, folks? You see how this affects you directly? not indirectly. It affects you and I directly.